1-hour Vinyasa Flow Yoga class designed for all levels. Just modify based on your fitness level, any injuries you might have, and how you're feeling today, because every day is different and every body is different. If you like practicing with no music or with your own music, you're in the right place. If you prefer to practice with my carefully curated playlist, you can find these same classes on my website, www.befreeyogaAustin.com. And that's B with 2 E's, like the bumblebee. Also there you will find a relaxing guided meditation and written reflections on the weekly topic to help you on your spiritual path. Enjoy your practice today, and thank you so much for joining us. Hello, welcome to Be Free Yoga. My name is Inger, and this is my furry friend Rosie. And today we are continuing our series on the elements with the second element, which is the element of air. Last week we did ether, which is space and just contains potential. And when you bring motion into that space, you end up with air, which is all about movement, vitality, flexibility, freedom. It is another subtle element in that you can't really see it, but we can see the effects of it. For example, you can't see the wind, but when the trees are moving, you know that the wind is blowing. So today we're going to embody this element, look for postures relating to things that fly, like birds, insects, and other flying things. And we'll fly ourselves in a few hand balancing postures. You'll need 2 blocks and a strap for class. And we are going to start on our back in Supine Star Pose. So just come to lay on your back. And send your feet and hands to the corners of the room. And just bring yourself here fully. And bring your awareness to the air around you. Feel the air circulating around your body. And notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Now focus on the air within you, your pranayama. Feel the coolness of your breath as you inhale, and the warmth of your breath as you exhale. Let the inhale energize you, and the exhale relax you. Now bring your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your belly. For Durga Pranayama, or 3-part breathing. It's as simple as breathing in and out through your nose. As you inhale, you'll first fill up your belly and your rib cage all the way up to your sternum. And then exhale in reverse, releasing the air in your upper chest, middle chest, and belly. Start by emptying all the stale air out of your lungs. Inhale into your belly, your rib cage, your sternum. And then exhale from the top down. Again, breathe in from bottom to top. And then exhale from top to bottom. inhale this way. And exhale. This deep 3-part breathing technique really lets us use all our capacity and deeply oxygenate our body. On your next inhale, take a long good morning stretch. Bring your legs together, reach your arms overhead, point your toes. Let your lower back arch up. Inhale. Exhale, flex your feet and flatten your lower back onto the floor. Draw your belly in. Inhale, point your toes, arch your back, soften your belly. Exhale, flatten and flex. Inhale, point and arch. Exhale, flatten and flex. Release and draw your left knee into your chest, half wind removing pose. A nice way to balance air. On your next inhale, open your knee to the left side. You can stretch your right arm out to the other side to help you balance. One more inhale here. Exhale, supine twist. Hold your knee with your other hand. Twist your knee to the right as you gaze to the left. Come back to center and switch out your legs. Draw your right knee into your chest, half wind removing pose. Give it a squeeze. And then open your knee to the right. You can extend your left arm. Keep squeezing your knee up and in. One more inhale here. Exhale, take your knee into your other hand, supine twist. Stack your hips, look to the right. Keep your shoulders near the earth. And come back to center. Reach down for the backs of your thighs, rock and roll up. And come into tabletop. On your forearms today, interlace your hands and bring your knees and feet together in narrow stance. Inhale, cow. Sink your belly low. Offer your heart forward. Tailbone lifted. Look to the front of the room. Exhale, cat. Close the distance between your hip bones and your sternum. Round your spine. Push into your forearms and puff up your upper back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And come back to neutral. And come up onto your hands, tuck your toes, exhale into downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs. Since air is the element of mobility and movement, just take whatever movements feel good here as you settle into your first down dog of the day. And find stillness. Root into your left hand, option to reach your right hand across to your outer left shin. Bring both hands back to the mat. Other side. And back to down dog. Look to the top of your mat and take tiny steps forward. Ragdoll feet hip width distance apart. Take a heart opener here. Interlace your hands behind your back. Reach your knuckles high. Press your palms together. Keep your knees bent and relax your head and neck. The heart chakra is the chakra of the air element. Anytime we open our heart in postures like this, we create more capacity for air within our body. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Toe heel your feet together. And then roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Your head the last thing to arrive. Roll your shoulders up and back. Samastitihi, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Air is the element of transformation. It can transform fear into love, negatives into positive, struggle into ease. So use the element of air, use your breath on your mat today to help transform your practice. Begin by taking a full inhale now. Open mouth, exhale. Release your hands, open your eyes. Ground down into your feet. A strong foundation is important for stability. Inhale, mountain. Reach your arms high. Rotate your palms together. Wrap your shoulder blades around the outer edges of your body. Take the flare out of your rib cage. Activate your quads. One more inhale. Exhale, willow your arms to the right, side bend. Imagine you're a tree swaying in the wind. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend to the other way. Let your hips move to the right as your branches move to the left. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, forward fold, flow down like water. Inhale, halfway lift. Paste your shoulder blades onto your back, lengthen the back of your neck. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back. Tight as light to feel the lightness of the air element here. Draw everything into the midline and firm up your thighs. Keep your head lifted. One more inhale. Exhale, shift your weight forward slightly and then slowly lower down to your mat. Keep your hands framing your heart. Zip your legs together. Press the tops of your feet on the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in your hands. Fire up your back body. Look down at the top of your mat. One more inhale. Exhale, release, tap your forehead down. Inhale, press into your hands, come up through tabletop. Adjust your stance so your knees are under your hips. Prepare for dynamic thread the needle. Send your left arm high, nice open twist. And then exhale, thread the needle, send your arm underneath you. Hover your left cheek and shoulder off the mat. Imagine someone's holding onto your hand and pulling you deeper into this twist. Send your tailbone high. 2 more times, inhale, open. Exhale, twist again, the mobility of the air element. Moving, open, and closed. Come back up to neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes, exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg high. And then exhale, send it to the side. Hinge forward into plank, hover your left foot. Then cross it in front of your right leg. Root into your left hand and come into your side plank, right arm high. Option to lower your left knee to the ground to support you. One more inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the earth. Bring your left leg into flamingo, knees together, left leg bent, heel towards your glute. Keep pressing your chest low. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, you can step into down dog or go through a chaturanga, maybe float your left leg. Fight gravity on the way down. Inhale, up dog, thighs off the floor. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in, your breath out. Inhale it to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain press down in order to rise up. Exhale, willow your arms to the right. Keep your shoulders facing forward. Inhale through center. Exhale, willow to the left. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, open your shoulders. Exhale, high plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Untuck your toes, legs together. Inhale, baby cobra. Press into the tops of your feet. One more inhale. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, press into your hands, find your tabletop, and prepare for dynamic. Thread the needle on the other side. Inhale, right arm high, open your shoulders. Exhale, thread the needle. Hover your right cheek and shoulder. Imagine someone pulling your hand. Inhale, back up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Open up one last time. And come down to tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, create a strong base, then tuck your toes. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, leg to the side. Come in through high plank. And then cross your right leg in front of your left leg. Root into your right hand, fingers spread wide. And come into side plank. You can keep your feet staggered. Option to support yourself with your knee. One more inhale. Exhale, unwind, hands to the mat. Bring your right leg into a flamingo leg. Heel towards your glute. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg high. Exhale, option for a chaturanga. Or you can meet in down dog. Push into the earth. Space between your shoulders and ears. Exhale, down dog. Your breath in. Your breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Forward fold. Extend the back seams of your legs. Shift your weight forward. Relax your torso lower. Inhale, chair. Sit low, weight in your heels, and reach your arms high. Exhale, drinking bird. Rise up on your tiptoes. Seal your legs together, even your heels. Activate your triceps. Reach your heart forward. Inhale, back through chair, hips down. Reach high. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left arm under, left leg over. Option for a bear hug if eagle arms don't feel good. You can kickstand your foot, float it, or wrap it. Send your knees and elbows to the front of the room. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Lift your elbows higher and press your hands to the front of the room to open up and expand your upper back. Imagine you're an eagle perched, getting ready for flight. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain. Unwind, left leg lifts. And exhale into airplane. Send your left leg and your arms to the back of the room, hinge forward. Level your hips. Notice how your postures affect your breath. And then see if you can consciously use your breath to affect your postures. Don't hold your breath. Keep your lifted leg active. On your next inhale, crescent lunge. Step back, land lightly. Reach your arms high. Again, take the flare out of your rib cage. Spike your back heel. One more breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the left. You can adjust your stance. Front knee stacked over your ankle, hips are low. Then reach your back hand forward, bring your palms together. Inhale, archer. Draw back your bow, straighten your front leg. Point your toes skyward. Active arms. Imagine you're shooting something through the air. Exhale, side angle. Plant your front foot. Bend your leg, reach forward and down. Rotate your shoulders and then take a half bind. Left wrist watch behind your back. Roll your left shoulder up and back. Keep your hips low and look skyward. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. Keep your lunge low as you reach up and back. Deepen your half bind. Reach your hand towards the crease of your leg. Front knee open. Big breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Take up space on your way down. Keep your weight in your feet. Inhale, shift your weight forward and come into standing splits. You can have blocks under your hands to bring the floor closer to you. Imagine you're standing on your lifted leg. One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Bend your standing leg, cross your left knee behind your right knee. Shift your weight back into your heel to fire up your glute. Inhale, kickstand your back foot. Start to rise up. And exhale, side bend. Left arm up and over, right hand on your hip. Really lean into your left side body here. Your legs are crossed. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Stay grounded in your right foot. Lift your left knee. And exhale into tree pose. Hands to your heart. Open your left knee. You can kickstand your foot on the floor. You can bring it to your shin or your inner thigh. Just don't press sideways on your knee. Press your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Then we're going to spend a little time here. You can grow your branches and maybe imagine the wind blowing them. Bring some movement into this posture. While I read you a little poem by Christina Rossetti. Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. But when the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by. Embody that wind. One more breath in, find stillness. Exhale, release, samastitihi, prepare for the other side. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, drinking bird. Imagine you're taking a little drink out of a puddle of water. Hinge forward, knees bent. Inhale, back through chair. Sit low, reach high. Exhale, eagle on the right, right arm under, right leg over. Remember your options. Squeeze your legs and arms together. Sit lower to help increase your stability. Have good posture. Lift your elbows, reach your hands forward. Level out your hips. Dial your left hip down, your right hip up. On your next inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee lifts. Exhale, airplane. With control, slow transition. Take off and fly. Dial your right hip down. Lifted leg is active. Inhale, crescent lunge. Big step back. Reach your arms high. Push into the ball of your back foot. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the right. Adjust your stance. Front knee open. Bring your palms together. Inhale, archer. Straighten your front leg. Prepare to fire. Exhale, extended side angle. Bend your front leg. Take the half bind. Right wrist watch behind your back and then roll your right shoulder open. Make sure your hips haven't lifted up. Rotate your rib cage. Inhale, reverse warrior. Now you can reach deeper into your half bind. Find your hip crease. Look up past your armpit. Big breath in. Exhale, windmill down to low lunge. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your back leg. Keep it active. Push into your strong big toe. Look to the back of the room. Exhale, Shiva squat. Kickstand your right knee behind your left knee. Send your weight into your heel. Hips stay low. Place your back foot on the floor. Start to rise up on the inhale. Exhale, side bend. Straighten your legs. Right arm up and over, left hand on your hip. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Root into your left foot, lift your right knee. And exhale into tree. Remember your options here. Foot placement is optional, but your right knee needs to be open. Once you're there, you can grow your branches, sway them side to side. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote, "It is not so much for its beauty that the forest makes a claim upon men's hearts, as for that subtle something, that quality of air, that emanation from old trees, that so wonderfully changes and renews a weary spirit." We've all felt that quality of air in the woods. Try and embody that now in your tree pose. One more inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, mountain. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold with a flat spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower slowly, elbows point back. Inhale, up dog, core engaged. Exhale, down dog. Your inhale. Your exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, step or hop to the front, forward fold. Now we're going to flow, embodying the air element as we link breath to movement. Inhale, chair, sit low, reach high. Exhale, drinking bird, up on your tiptoes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, eagle, left arm under, left leg over. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain, push down to rise up. Exhale, airplane with control. Inhale, crescent lunge, lower your back foot. Arms go high. Exhale, warrior two. Bring your palms together. Inhale, archer. Draw back your bow. Exhale, side angle. Take the half bind. Open your shoulder. Inhale, reverse warrior, deepen the bind. Exhale, low lunge. Windmill down. Inhale, shift your weight forward, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, plant your back foot, start to rise up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. And exhale, tree. Keep your hands to your heart. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Other side, inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird, up on your tiptoes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, eagle on the right, right arm under, right leg over. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Exhale, airplane. Hinge forward, level your hips. Inhale, crescent lunge. Arms go high. Exhale, warrior two, open up to the right. Bring your palms together. Inhale, archer. Exhale, side angle. Take the half bind, right wrist behind your back. Inhale, reverse warrior with half bind. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Weight in your heel. Kickstand your foot. Inhale, start rising up. Exhale, side bend with your legs cross, bend to the left. Inhale, one-legged mountain. And exhale, tree. Keep your hands at your heart. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Create a number 7 with your body. Exhale, chaturanga. Forward and down dog. Listen to your body, your breath. An indicator of how you're doing. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look to the top of your mat. And exhale, come through to a seat. So strong. Have a sip of water. Towel off. It's fun to do a little like faster flowing. We haven't done that for a few classes. All right, you will need your 2 blocks by your hips. Come into staff pose for floating staff. You can fold your hands over the front of your blocks by your hips. Inhale, straighten your arms, hover your hips. Really draw your belly up and in. push into your blocks. And exhale, lower. The next time we hover, we'll lift our left heel as well. Inhale, floating staff with left heel lifted. One more inhale. And lower down. Other side. Float your right heel. Contract the front side of your body. And lower. Set your blocks to the side. Come into seated with the feet flat on the floor, hands behind your hips. Reverse tabletop. Press into the earth. Inhale, hover your hips. Try and keep your spine in one long line. Big breath in. Exhale, swing your hips between your hands. Sit down, legs flat on the floor. And come into a forward fold. Arms go high. Then reach for your shins or your toes. Whatever is accessible to you. Inhale, rise up. Come into a seated figure four. Plant your right foot. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flex your foot and open your knee. You can even use your hand to gently push it open. Really feel it in your left hip. And then bring your hands behind you. Inhale, reverse tabletop with figure four. Legs, keep your knee open. And exhale, sink your hips between your hands, straighten your leg. Arms high. Figure four, forward fold. Make sure your leg's not on your knee, it's just above. Inhale, rise up. Other side. Plant your left foot on the earth. Come into your seated figure four. You can always just stay here if this feels really good. Flex your right foot. Gently open your knee. See how that feels. Hands behind your hips. Press into your foot. Reverse tabletop with figure four legs. Keep pushing into the earth. Lift your hips higher. Exhale, lower your hips. Straighten your left leg. Reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Full breath in. Full breath out. On your next inhale, rise up. Uncross your legs and come into a wide ball pose. You're balancing on the balls of your feet. Knees are wide, feet are about hip width distance apart. Bring one tall block in front of you and one tall block behind you. Then bring your left hand on the front block, right hand on the back block. Push into the block, straighten your arms, and look over your right shoulder. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Why does that feel so good? Bring your right hand onto the front block, left hand onto the back block. Push into your block, straighten your arms, and look over your left shoulder. One more inhale. Everything's active. Exhale, release. Now you have a few moments to fly in crow pose. We were already flying a little bit when we hovered our hips and core. Now, you can just follow along with me, or if you already know crow, you can go straight to it. Spread your fingers wide on the floor. Lift your hips high and walk your feet towards your wrists. Rise up on your tiptoes so you can plant your knees in your armpits or on the back of your triceps. Then start to shift your weight forward. Grasshopper your elbows back. Look in front of you. This is crow pose. Think about drawing your belly up and in, which will make you lighter. You can lift one foot, maybe lift the other foot, or if you want to try and lift both feet, keep looking forward, keep lifted, and lift both feet. probably not a good idea to apply a bunch of lotion right before class because my hands are sliding on the mat, my legs are sliding on my arms, but boy, my skin smells good. But actually that just causes me to use my core more. So maybe there's a blessing in everything. When you're done playing in crow, come into child's pose. Knees wide, rest your hips on your heels and your forehead on the mat. I'll read you a quote by Shunryu Suzuki. When we inhale, the air comes into the inner world. When we exhale, the air goes out to the outer world. The inner world is limitless, and the outer world is also limitless. We say inner world or outer world, but actually there is just one whole world. Think about that as you rest here in child's pose. Air can be a unifying force connecting the inner and the outer, the us and the other. On your next inhale, press into your hands, lift your elbows, rainbow up to tabletop, and then exhale into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Inhale, send your left leg high, and exhale, low lunge, step between your hands. Inhale, open twist, option for a block under your right hand as you lift your left arm high. Squeeze your right glute. If your left hip came up, lower it back down. Take your half bind, roll your left shoulder open, and look up. A big breath in. Exhale, release into low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, plant your back heel, windmill up. And exhale, side angle, reach forward and down. We're going to take a full bind now. It's just like your half bind with your right wristwatch behind your back. Your left arm comes underneath your legs and your hands meet. Option for a strap to help your hands connect. Once you have your strap, if you're leaning forward, which is likely, lift and lengthen your spine, draw your shoulders back in line with your legs. Rotate your rib cage and look up. Keep your hips low. Prepare for bird of paradise now. Shift your weight into your front foot and step your right foot to meet. Then shift your weight into your right foot. Find cow in your spine, look forward, and start to rise up, lifting your left foot off the floor. Your strap is slung under your left thigh. You can point your toe. You can keep your knee bent. Maybe you can straighten your leg or partially straighten your leg. Whatever feels good in your body. Keep your neck long. Good posture here, bird of paradise. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Lower your foot. Drop your strap. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, drinking bird. Seal your heels together. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Bring your hands to your heart. And twist to the left, right elbow outside your left thigh. Make sure your knees stay in line with each other and that your heart is higher than your hips. You don't want to be tipped over here. Then rotate your rib cage, press your hands towards your heart. One more breath in. Exhale, ball twist. Lower your hips to your heels. This is a great balance challenge. You can stay right here. You can place a block under your heels, or you can try flying again in side crow. Plant your hands. to the side of you, fingers spread wide. You're going to grasshopper your elbows towards your body. Look forward and start to shift your weight onto your elbows. Maybe you lift one foot, maybe you lift both. Use your hands like your feet to keep you balanced. Whenever you're done playing in side crow, meet back in prayer twist. Take a big breath in, and then we'll all meet in hand to big toe forward fold. Hold your big toes with the peace fingers of your hands, then straighten your legs as you pull yourself deeper. Imagine you have a water faucet on your sacrum and you want the water to flow down your spine and off the top of your head. Catch your breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Release your toes. Separate your feet. Come into frog squat. Option to sit on a block and hang out in frog. Or you can play with Firefly. Firefly is another hand balancing posture. And just like crow, you don't have to balance or lift your feet all the way off the floor. We just want to feel that upward lift and engagement. So you're squatting. You bring your blocks on the low setting underneath your hips. And then plant your hands on your blocks. You can fold them over the front, but I like them flat on top. Then you start to shift your weight back so that your thighs are resting on your triceps. Begin to straighten your arms as you draw your belly up and in, and rest on your tiptoes, toes together. You can stay right here. Maybe you float your toes off the floor. Maybe not. Maybe you straighten your legs. I'm still working towards that. Whew. Shake out your wrists when you're done. It's great to think of drawing your shoulder blades away from the midline when you're doing that and drawing your thighs towards the midline. We'll get another chance to do that in just a minute. So after you've given it a go, meet in child's pose. Balance out all that motion with a little stillness. Ground down. Maybe flip your hands up and down, release your wrists. And press into your hands, rise up through tabletop, and exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your hands. Option for a block under your left hand. Inhale, open twist. Take the half bind. Rotate your shoulders. Squeeze your left glute, draw your right hip down. Look up. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Back into low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Take up space. Exhale, side angle. We'll take the full bind again. Left wrist watch behind your back. Option for a strap. Reach between your legs. Then draw your shoulders up and back. Open your top shoulder, look up, and send your hips low. Open your front knee. You can stay right here. You can meet in a mountain, just drawing your knee to your chest, practicing your balance. Or you can join me in Bird of Paradise. Shift your weight into your front foot and step your left foot forward. Then roll your weight into your left foot. Find cow in your spine, look forward, rise up. Your strap is underneath your right thigh. Good posture, relax shoulders. Point your toe. Option to straighten your leg, partially or all the way. Keep your right hip open. Another opportunity to influence your experience by consciously using your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain, drop your strap. Exhale, drinking bird. Up on your tiptoes. Inhale, chair. Exhale, prayer twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. Hips are low. Rotate your rib cage to the side. Make sure your knees are still in line. Big breath in. Exhale, ball twist. Lower your hips to your heels. Option for a block underneath your heels. Direct your knees down. Option to stay here or play with side crow. Bring your hands to your right side. You can rest your thigh only on your left elbow. I like to use both elbows to support my body. Bend your elbows towards you. Start to shift your weight forward and float your legs. One side is probably better than another for you. Practice acceptance. And then when you're done, meet back in our prayer twist. And then exhale into our hand to big toe forward fold. Pull yourself deeper. You're nice and warm now. Relax your head and neck. Lengthen the back seams of your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frog. Here we go. One more chance for Firefly. I'm excited. Blocks behind you, hands flat on your blocks, fingers pointing forward. Start to shift your weight back, thighs on your triceps. Remember, shoulder blades away from the midline, thighs towards the midline. Float your toes and balance. Ooh, that one was a little better. Then meet in child's pose. My goodness, so much balancing today. So much flying. Now we need to ground. Catch your breath, snuggle your belly between your legs. On your next inhale, lift your elbows, press into your hands, come up through tabletop, and exhale into down dog. Shift forward into high plank, and slowly lower down onto your mat for Locust Pose. Rest your forehead on the mat, arms and legs towards the back of the room. On the inhale, press your pubic bone down, float everything off the floor and balance on the soft part of your belly. We're flying on our bellies now. Activate your back body, electrify your fingertips and your toes. One more inhale. Exhale, release your left cheek to the mat. Ground down. Let a little earth energy balance your air energy. Inhale, bring your chin back to center. We're going to do locust with bent legs. So bend your knees. If you want to make this more difficult, you can seal your knees together as well. Then inhale, pubic bone presses down, float everything off the floor. Still active toes and fingertips. One more inhale, lift everything higher. Exhale, release your right cheek to the mat. Legs stay bent. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Release your lower back. And find stillness. Bring your chin to center. Frame your heart with your hands. And push up to a seat in staff pose. Option for a drink of water. Next we move into Herron Pose. Have your strap nearby. Bring your right leg into half hero. If that works in your body, your right heel is outside your right glute. If not, just keep your right leg extended forward. Ground down into both sits bones. Bend your left leg and plant your left heel in front of your left glute. Reach your shoulder inside your bent leg. Grasp the inner and outer edges of your foot. Lift your heart space, lean back, and extend your leg forward diagonally. If your leg's not totally straight, option for a strap around your foot to help you straighten your leg all the way. You decide what's right for you today. Keep your heart lifted, your neck long, proud chest. Herron Pose. One more inhale. Exhale, release your strap if you have one. Extend your left leg long on the floor. Now we're going to prepare for baby grasshopper. This one's fun. Unbend your right leg and plant your right foot outside your left thigh, toes pointing towards the side wall. Bring your left hand by your hip. Reach in front of your knee, inside edge of your knee again, and reach down and grab your big toes, or all your toes really. Now, we're going to be kicking into our hand. Everything's active. Push into your right foot and your left hand, hinge forward, and float your hips and leg. Baby grasshopper. Everything's active. That'll make it lighter. And when you're done, lower your hips again. Don't worry, we'll get to try it again on the other side. Uncross your legs, shake them out, and prepare for Herron on the other side. Half hero with your left leg, if that works in your body. Bend your right leg. Bring your right shoulder inside your knee. Reach for your foot. Lift and lengthen as you lean back and straighten your leg. Option for your strap. Really embody the energy of a heron here, majestic in the water. Keep your heart lifted. Reach with your heel. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Send your right leg straight to the front of the room. Prepare for baby grasshopper. Pick up your left foot and cross it over your right thigh. Toes point to the side wall. Right hand by your hip. Then bring your shoulder around and reach down for your toes with your left hand. Push into your left foot and your right hand. Float your hips and leg off the floor. Hinge forward. Keep pulling on your foot and kicking into your hand. And when you're done, lower your hips gently and rise back up. That's a fun one. Legs come to the front and glue the backs of your legs onto the floor as you lower down. One vertebra at a time, slowly with control, and come into happy baby. Take some movements here, continuing to connect with the flexibility and movement of the air element. With each exhale, really connect your spine even more to the earth. Release your feet. Counterbalance all this air work with full wind removing pose. Hug your knees to your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Take a full inhale. And exhale into Shavasana. Send your legs long. Let your knees and feet fall open. Open your hips and your shoulders. Relax your jaw and the muscles of your face. I'll close with a quote by Joy Bell. I am never alone wherever I am. The air itself supplies me with a century of love. When I breathe in, I am breathing in the laughter, tears, victories, passions, thoughts, memories, existence, joys, moments, and hues of the sunlight on many tones of skin. I am breathing in the same air that was exhaled by many before me, the air that bore them life. And so how can I ever say that I am alone? Begin to deepen and lengthen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle out your ankles and your wrists. Let your head fall to one side and then to the other. Take a long good morning stretch. Soften your belly, point your toes, arms overhead, big breath in. And exhale into fetal pose on your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. This classic transition from corpse's pose to fetal pose really exemplifies the transformative nature of the element of air. This week, embody that flexibility, that ability to pivot, the ability to cope, recognizing that there can be bad news and a beautiful sky at the same time. On your next inhale, with as little movement as possible, come up to an easy seat on your mat. And join me in the mudra of ventilation. Palms up. Connect your pinky finger to the base of your thumb, then your ring finger to the middle of your thumb, and your middle finger to the tip of your thumb. All that's left are your pointers, which you extend out, and rest the backs of your hands on your thighs. What Be Free yoga class on the element of air would be complete without Brahmari breath, be breath. It's as simple as breathing in and out through your nose. But as you exhale, you'll hum like a bee, making the M sound on the exhale. Start with a full deep inhale. Again, a big breath in. We'll do it 3 times. One more. This mudra brings lightness to the spirit, increases our lung capacity, helps ease depression and anxiety, and invites the element of air into our lives. Release your mudra and bring your prayer hands to third eye center. The light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in me recognizes and adores the light, the love, the teacher, the student, and the hot mess in each of you. Namaste. I don't know about you, but before class I was feeling kind of stiff, locked up, and that air has just blown me clear. I feel really great now. As always, if you want more information on the air element, its effects in our bodies, in our lives, how to balance it and work with it practically, you can check out the Buzz article on my website for this week. And I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll continue our exploration into the elements next time at Be Free Yoga. Thank you.